Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are looking at a match between Victoria Mboko and Naomi Osaka. This is, I think, their first meeting in the tournament in Montreal, the final. It was a really great match. Me personally, I was hoping that Osaka would be able to pull through this match and win, especially considering how well she did in the first set. But I think grit and heart and determination is what really helped Mboko manage to pull through. And I think that not only was she down, but she's the underdog, allowed her to really just play without any pressure and just leave everything out on the court. And I think ultimately that is what really helped her in the second and third set. And she played really well. I think she deserved it. She had a really good run in this tournament. She beat 4 Grand Slam winners to get to win it, which is honestly incredible for her age. And I think she turned pro this year as well. So the feats she's managed to do so early in her career so far, I think she has a great future in her career going forward, and I'm sure she'll win a Grand Slam soon. I mean, there's a good chance she could even win the US Open. I would like to say that I would like to know people's thoughts in the comments on how you think Osaka handled the loss. I understand that I can be understanding. I don't think the way she handled it was very professional. But I'll continue to support her. I think she's a good person at heart, and I think that's what's important to know. She's human, and we don't always do things that are the best, and sometimes we do things without thinking about the consequences of our actions, and that's just how things are. So yeah, I would like your guys' thoughts on that, on what you think. I think a really important part of Mboko's game is her backhand. You can see, especially in this first set, I think that's something that worked really well for Osaka. Is Osaka hit a good amount of her shots to Mboko's forehand, and it's because Mboko's backhand is very dangerous. Something the commentators pointed out as well during the match about how Osaka was hitting a lot of her shots to Mboko's forehand, and I wasn't paying attention as much in the second set, but if Osaka stopped doing that or found it difficult to do that in the second set, that could also be something that contributed to her struggling more during the rest of the match. That was a beautiful drop shot. Until this point, she hadn't hit any, so I think that was a great way to mix it up, throw something unexpected in. I also think she has a good serve. I think it lacks a bit of consistency compared to maybe some other players on the tour, but when it's consistent, she can do quite a bit of damage with the serve. I think something that really helped Osaka in this match was her ability to take control of the center of the court quickly. You can see that she does most of the moving around. She's doing most of moving her opponent around compared to Mboko. So I think that's something that helped her dominate so much in the first set. Both players also move very well. Like I've said in previous videos, when you play as aggressive as both of them play, you have to move well. I think that is such an important part, and you can't be afraid to get tired, because players like Osaka and Mboko thrive on being able to get in a position and settle before they hit. And if you don't move well to put your body in the best position for it to settle, then you're gonna struggle to play a game like this, similar to these players. I think Mboko does a better job. She's aggressive, and I think she does settle, but I think she does a better job being able to still play aggressively while moving, which I also think is something that's important to have when you play an aggressive game like these players. But she does a lot of open stance Mboko, if I'm not mistaken. Especially on her forehand, it's a lot of open stance. The second set, I think Mboko had loosened up a bit. I think she's probably dealing with nerves for sure in the first set. And you can see her really settle in to her rhythm in the second and third set. And I think she was making less mistakes, and she was taking control of more of the points. And I think the fact that the fact that Mboko was starting to push back on Osaka flustered her a lot. Because when you watch Osaka, generally or usually she's very calm. And I think how easily she dominated the first set and how much she started to struggle in the second, it really flustered her. And I think that's also another reason why I think she started struggling a bit. I also think that Mboko had a lot of smart points in this match. With her, especially with her ball placement, she has good ball placement. I feel, and I think that's something that helped her a lot, not only this match but in the tournament as well, and will end up being a strong suit for her throughout the rest of her career. She makes good decisions when she's playing. So I think Osaka should have gone in for the volley on that point. I think stepping back, she could have taken that opportunity to apply pressure on Mboko and force her to hit a passing shot, or put pressure on her to hit a good shot, because Osaka's at the net. But that was a great backhand there from Osaka. I would also like to say that Mboko did a great job returning Osaka's serves. Osaka has some of the best serves on the tour. They're very powerful, and how consistently Mboko was getting them in is really impressive. I think that's something that Osaka relies on a lot in her game, and Mboko did a really great job not only handling it but being able to counter it as well. You can see a lot of Mboko's returns are going deep, and um, yeah, they're going deep, and they're not allowing Osaka to step in on the serve plus one, um, step in right after her serve and, take control of the point there, because she's being forced to play more of a defensive ball. Well, I'm going to end it there. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you found any tips useful that you maybe can add into your game. I'm excited to see Oboko's future and what she'll bring, the competition she'll bring to the sport. I'm sure other players will be watching out for her, especially considering how well she did in this tournament. And I hope, maybe not for Osaka to win the US Open, but I hope she does well. It's sad to see her struggle, so I hope everything from this point onward, things just continue to go up, and she had a really great run. She played really well, and I hope whatever criticism she receives for her interview doesn't affect her too much, and she can play as freely as possible. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day.